Don't turn your backs. Yeah! Because I will cut you and take your heart. Anyways, hey everybody, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks. I'm ZeldaMaster, and in this episode, we're gonna stop killing these yellow spin nuts and make our way through this secret tunnel that will take us to the Tower of Spirits. So I grinded up a bit. I got like 20 rupees from just killing spin nuts left and right. So that was pretty cool. But enough dilly-dallying. We're gonna go ahead and make our way through this dark tunnel and yeah, make our way to the Tower of Spirits. So here we are in the tunnel to the tower. Alright, let's get started. It's awfully dark here, and it's kind of damp too. Is this really the way to the tower? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just thinking out loud. Come on, Link, let's go. Yeah, sure, you were totally staring at me while thinking those thoughts out loud, Miss Princess. Anyways, here's a Keys. I just went ahead and stabbed him. I believe this is the first time we encountered a Keys, but if you played Phantom Hourglass, all of these enemies should look rather familiar. Actually, not the yellow spin nuts that I was chopping up earlier. Those are new enemies, but these red choo-choos and those Keys we just killed are pretty much the same from Phantom Hourglass. And if you give this a moment, yeah, this is the same music for most of the caverns within Phantom Hourglass as well. So, yeah. As you can tell, I mean, this is pretty much like the same engine as Phantom Hourglass. But the traveling system is just so much different, so they feel like entirely different games. But they have a ton of similarities. It's not just the touchscreen that, you know, that's similar to Phantom Hourglass, you could say. That's not what just makes them similar, basically. That's what I'm getting at. Anyways, this block here, if we push it on the switch, because if you step on the switch, it will have the door go down, but, you know, the second you get off of it, it's going to rise back up. So to keep it pressed down, you have to put a block on it permanently, and that will give us a key to advance. This is really similar to the mountain passage within Phantom Hourglass, which is kind of funny. I think actually that's really cool. You know, your first stretch before you really start anything throughout the game, they put you through these tests. So this one's kind of like your small test. But yeah, let's go ahead and read this sign real quick. So the door won't open if you just hit the switches in a circle. I wonder what that means. It seems that we're gonna have to use our touchscreen mechanics. Well, the whole game is with touchscreen, but I mean our map drawing mechanics and figure out a puzzle here. So there's a lot of stone slabs that we can raid. I'm gonna go ahead and first kill this guy. And also pick up this chest to see what's inside this. Ooh, it's a red rupee. Yeah, we're getting a bunch of rupees from this. Let's go ahead and pick up this bomb. If you want it to explode immediately, you can hit it. Try to hit it with the edge of your sword so you don't get hurt by the explosion. Can I do it? No, I was going to pick it up. Oh, okay. It didn't explode those rocks. I have to be real careful. Come on. There we go. Now we can walk through, but what we want to do is read these stone slabs real quick. So the switch after the bottom switch is the left one. Okay. The switch after the bottom switch is the left one. That doesn't make any sense. I'm going to go ahead and read the other ones because I have no idea what that just meant. Let's go ahead and check out this one then. Before you hit the bottom switch, hit the top one. Okay. So I get it now. Never mind. I thought it was going to tell you the order, but they're trying to trick you here. So the switch after the bottom switch is the left one. Alright, I got it. I'm not going to write anything on my map, though, until we get all of the stone slabs red. This one is hit the right switch before you hit the top switch. So I guess what we want to do is hit the right one, and then they said the top one, so I guess it's going to be like 1, 2, and then they said the bottom one's the last one, so I guess it's like this. I'm not entirely sure if this is how you do it, but I'm just getting from these stone slabs. I don't remember because I haven't played this game in a long time, so let's see if I actually like got this correct. And let me kill this guy. We also have a short amount of time that we have to do this in. Hey, look, I was right. There we go. I was able to get that right. Sweet. I don't know why it was confusing. I guess because they didn't label the switches. They were just like the one there, the one right, the one left, etc. So they tried to trick you, but they couldn't trick me. I got them, and I was able to continue on. I have to say, that must be the hardest puzzle I've ever had to do in a Let's Play. Because usually I have them down, but this one I didn't. Believe it or not, like I said, I haven't played Spirit Tracks in the longest time. I'm kind of just playing it again. And I don't really practice before I record because I usually think I know the game pretty well. But anyways, Zelda's like floating around. Do you hear squeaking, Link? Yeah, there's some rats running around. Hey! Oh, how horrible! Are you serious? You're freaking flying? They're not gonna touch you. I don't know how the rats actually see you. That's a little weird. I guess they're magical rats. Let's go ahead and hit them. Ha! There we go. Thank you. Those beasts were just terrifying. I never want to see them again. Are you freaking serious, princess? They're rats, and you're a ghost. You can't be touched, or a spirit, whatever. But let's go ahead and pick up this, and this is another Stalfos skull. It's Icky and Vicky, but who cares? Onward, up these stairs. What's this train? This, my dear, is the Spirit's train. They entrusted us with its keeping. How do you know that? And you can hear me? Are you the sage of this tower? Well, I wouldn't put it exactly that way. But I do watch over the Tower of Spirits. My name is Anjean. I'm glad to see you. There's something we have to talk to you about. Yes. The pallor you're sporting is quite frightful. One might call it rather hideous, in fact. Hideous? How dare you! I see that feistiness runs in your family, my dear. But there's no need to get your feathers all ruffled. Oh. Did you know someone in my family? Feisty and bright, just like she was. The fruit doesn't fall far from the tree, does it? Yes, I knew one of your ancestors. I met her when she first had arrived here. She and I were friends for a long time. My family arrived here about a century ago. Were you already here in the tower then, Anjean? That's a story for another time, my dear. Right now, we need to discuss a matter more grave. Tell me, do you know the story of this tower? Only what the folk's tales say. Long ago, the spirit of good and the Demon King were embroiled in a never-ending war. In the end, the spirits could not defeat him, but they did manage to imprison him in this tower. It's not the chains or bars that kept him imprisoned, but the energy that flows between the tower and the 4 temples that surround it. Oh, of course, Anjean, then the spirit tracks. Correct, my dear. The spirit tracks carry that energy. If the tracks are lost, the tower's energy will fade. And so will the Demon King's prison. And that's just what the evil ones are after. They aim to resurrect Malladus, the Demon King. Right now, my strength maintains his shackles, but it's only a matter of time until they're broken. Of course, in order to resurrect Malladus, they need one other key ingredient. A vessel from the royal line of ancient Hyrule, with sacred power cruising through its veins. Yes, Malladus requires you in order to return, but only your shell, my dear. It would be the only vessel suitable for him to inhabit at. Demon King is going to run around in my body? Bleach, that's too disgusting for words! We have to stop them! We can't let the Demon King return! My thoughts exactly, my dear. At the top of the tower is your body. The Demon King's spirit is also there. To prevent him from possessing your body, you must fortify his prison. To do this, restore the energy between the temple and this tower. In other words, restore the tracks between here and the temples. But how? How do we restore the spirit tracks? The answer lies above us in the floors of this tower. 4 stone rail maps are enshrined there. You must retrieve them. As you know, this tower connects our kingdom. Right now, the tower is filled with an evil energy. If you can get far enough to retrieve a rail map, a portion of the tracks will be restored. Start your search by climbing the stairs. Of course, thank you, Anjean. You have a very important mission ahead of you. The kingdom is in danger, we're all counting on you. You understand the gravity of the situation, don't you? You must find the secret rail maps in the tower. I'll wait for you here. That's what princes have always done. From what I understand, it's kind of a family tradition. You don't need to be scared, just buck up and get moving. Sorry to interrupt such, enthusiastic pep talk, but ascending this tower alone would be impossible. There are traps to set snag trespassers, not to mention that pesky little monster infestation. Is that so? Well, I feel terrible asking, but... Anjean, can you guide Link upstairs? Have you forgotten what I said? I have my hands full just keeping the tower together. I'm sorry, my dear, but I just can't leave my post. Then what should we do? Should we go back and get Alfonzo? Oh, but he's wounded. Teacher? The guard captain of the castle? But I suppose there's no time for that, is there? What if you went with him, my dear? Me? Go with him? But I'm not sure how much help I'd be in this state. Well, my dear, this kingdom is your responsibility. You mustn't ever forget that. I'm sure you'll find a way to help out somehow. Well, alright. We better get going then, Link. I like how Zelda is upset that she has to come with us when it's her problem. Link is getting forced into this, and he can't even say a freaking word. I don't understand this, but okay, so the princess is going to be coming with us throughout this whole adventure. I guess this is what makes this game so freaking unique than all the other games, that the princess actually helps you. So yeah, it's actually The Legend of Zelda. Instead of people, you know, make those jokes, call them The Legend of Link. I mean, granted, Link is doing most of the work, but Zelda is still doing something. Anyways, so this is what the inside of the tower looks like. Let's head over to that door, Link. Alright, let's go. Alright, sounds good, princess. I guess you're gonna have to come with me, surprise. So here we are in the Tower of Spirits. This is the equivalent to the Temple of the Ocean King, but before you freak out, no, it's not as tedious. So just keep that in mind. You don't have to redo any level. Every time you advance, there will be more stairs to climb up, and you'll be taking on a new section of the tower instead of going through the same floors and then advancing on through newer floors. So I'm just telling you that now because, you know, I don't want people to compare this to Phantom Hourglass and say, oh, there's still that tedious thing you do after every single temple. It's not like that. It's kind of different, and it's a lot better. They fixed it up. So, yeah, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and enter the first room and get this started, everybody. So here we are in floor 1. Yeah. Let's do this. It's a huge door. Look at those giant doors, Link. They look very heavy. They look really heavy. I don't think one person can open them alone. How? What's that? Oh my gosh! What in the world is that? I never seen a monster as ferocious looking as that one, Link. Let's get out of here, Link. Ah, it spotted us. Let's run as fast as we can. Oh no, that looks really familiar. But we're back. Let's tell Anjean. What's the matter? You look pale as a ghost. Though given the company you've been keeping, perhaps it's no surprise. Haha, good one, Anjean. Anjean, there was a ferocious monster up there with a great big sword. I don't see how we can possibly defeat it. Sounds like a phantom, my dear. They're the guardians of the Tower of Spirits. Though they look quite sinister, they won't harm anyone with a good heart. I know what I saw. It was definitely after us. Why would it think Link is evil? There is one possible explanation. With the spirit tracks gone, perhaps an evil spirit has possessed the phantom. If that's the case, you might have trouble beating it. Hitting the phantom in the back with your sword should stop it for a while. But first, you need to gather all 3 of the Tears of Light. That will power up your sword, then you'll be able to face the phantom. Collect the 3 Tears of Light, then hit the phantom in the back? Sounds tricky. If anyone can do it, Link can. Alright, let's give it a try, Link. Sounds good. Alright, so this sounds really familiar if you played Phantom Hourglass, and I'm just saying now, I will be referencing Phantom Hourglass a lot because it is the prequel to this game, and like I said, a lot of things are extremely similar to it. You know, they're both DS titles and the touchscreen and everything, so yeah. That was also our previous adventure. If you didn't watch that, you definitely should. But anyways, the point I'm getting here is the phantoms we all know and hate and despise are back within the Tower of Spirits. But the difference is you don't need a phantom sword to hit them in the back and actually kill them. You need the 3 Tears of Light. That will give you, I guess, the power equivalent to a phantom sword. Not exactly, because the phantom eyes were different. These phantoms aren't possessed by, you know, Bellum's magic or anything. It's different, so yeah. But we're gonna need these 3 tiers, so it's a lot similar, I guess you could say, because we have to attack them from the back. But a really cool mechanic is going to kick in real soon, so let's go ahead and actually get started and stop wasting time standing there. That phantom is still here. Let's follow Anjean's instructions. We have to grab all 3 Tears of Light without letting the phantom see us. I can tell you it means business, so we have to be brave. I have to be brave, Zelda. Quit acting like you're really doing much here. Jeez. But anyways, there's something strangely calm about this area here. Do you feel it too, Link? Princess Zelda, can you hear me? It's Anjean. Anjean? Okay, she's talking us through some kind of telepathy thing, but basically, the safe zone we all know, yeah, yada yada yada. I don't want to listen to this because we know this. It's basically for rookies to the series, I guess. If you didn't play Phantom Hourglass, you wouldn't know what they're talking about, but these are the, you know, safe purple zones that we'd stand on that would stop our time for Phantom Hourglass, but since we have no time, you know, yeah, it doesn't really do much. But the other handy thing it did is when a phantom sees you, if you stand in it, they lose vision of you and they can't head through here. So they're unable to access these areas pretty much. And that's the really cool thing about it. So that's why these purple zones are really important. But anyways, let's go ahead and actually start advancing here. So we got 1 Tear of Light. We have to gather the rest to power up our sword. These phantoms are extremely slow. And yeah, they're not really that scary. I like how you can actually see like an eye behind it. It's kind of funny. Hitting on the back obviously does nothing. We almost got hit there, but we're fine. Let's go ahead and grab the 2nd Tear of Light. And then step on, or not step rather, but hit this switch. And it will activate that for a short period of time. So let's go ahead and run past this phantom. He didn't notice this at all whatsoever, but there we go. We got the final Tear of Light, and now our sword should be powered up. Now that you have all Tears of Light, your sword is full energy. Now you can attack the phantom by hitting him in the back. Okay, sounds good. Let's go ahead and do that once it passes by. So, phantom, you've been hit on the back. Look out, Link! Link! What just happened? Don't look so scared, Link. It's me. It's Zelda. I don't know what happened there, but when I saw that phantom corner you, I just leaped at it without even thinking. Oh, this really isn't my day, is it? First I lose my body, and now I look like a heap of scrap metal. And did I mention it's kind of hot in here? Oh, wait a second. Maybe I can be of some use to you like this. It's not exactly what you'd expect from a princess, but right now, that can't really be helped. Come on, Link, let's get moving. We have to find my body, I mean, that rail map. Let's get this door open. We can do it together, Link. Alright, so guys, yes, Zelda is a phantom, and it's really similar to when we had her follow us and stuff like that. As you can tell, we can control her like before, and then we can call her with Link. And yeah, so it's really similar when we were trying to help her escape from Hyrule Castle. But this time she's a phantom, so she can do a lot more. She can attack people. She can generally do phantom things, so that is pretty stinking awesome. This is what makes the Tower of the Spirits so much fun. So let's go and call the princess and make her way down here. And this is really cute, how she like ducks down and then puts the sword and shield on her back because how small the area is, you know, heading up and down these stairs. So yeah, there we go, we got a phantom with us, guys. And let's, I guess, get started by controlling it over here. And it's going to be able to do all of the crazy things we can't do, so that's the awesome part about it. I don't know if you can get through these floor spikes, Link. Leave it to me, I'll figure out something. Yeah, I just kind of figured it out by allowing you to walk over it. So yeah, you do that, Zelda. And she's going to go ahead and hit it like that. Yeah. Man, it's so awesome having a phantom on your side. This literally changes the game completely with this. I love it so much. Anyways, let's go and kill this guy. And him. Why don't you die? Alright, now she's going to stand right here, and we're going to stand here. And then we can advance just like that. Yeah, but it's badass having Zelda as a phantom. Anyway, let's go and make her way down here. And here's this funny thing, though. Yeah, she's still afraid of mice. And I like how the rats, like, notice that she's afraid, so they start hovering around her. She's not gonna move unless you kill the rat, so I'm just gonna leave her like that. And what I want to do is block off this hole because it's kind of like a you know, rat house. They come out of there, so if you want to stop them from spawning, just make sure you clear that, or rather cover it up, and you'll be fine. Zelda should continue following you, but yeah, let's go ahead and push her over. Actually, where we want to get her is somewhere over there. But anyways, there's another phantom, Link. Wait a second. Now that I'm disguised, maybe I can trick him into thinking I'm on his side. I'll go try. Alright, Zelda, sure. That's definitely gonna work. I didn't mean to do that. I want to go ahead and control her and make her way over here. So basically, she thinks she can chit-chat with these weird phantoms, and they'll think she's one of them, which I guess makes a lot of sense because she is a phantom. So yeah, let's go ahead and talk to this phantom. And look, yeah, how goes the patrol? It's so freaking funny. Like, the phantom is actually looking at her and she's just like talking with him, you know, making some chit chat. So now that she is talking to him and stuff, I wonder if the phantom is actually talking, or is he just staring at her like, you're crazy, I don't know why you're you know, acting like a normal person. We're, you know, guardians of the Tower of Spirits. We shouldn't be talking and things. And Zelda's like, it's a fine day, blah, 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 things. But anyways, you've been stabbed in the back. And if we go ahead and click him real quick, Zelda will be able to take over this Phantom. So attacking him on the back will allow Zelda to switch over. And you usually want to do this because that replaces the Phantom in the room. And then the Phantom body she was currently in disappears. So there we go. Now there is no Phantom at all in this room, and we don't have to worry about anything. As you can tell, there's a crack on this wall. It's hinting to we should come back later on within the game when we have items that will allow us to check what's behind that wall, but we currently don't, so that is a mystery for now. So there's a lot of backtracking in the Tower of Spirits, but it's not a necessary thing you have to do. You can easily skip it if you want to, but enough stalling. It's time to make our way up these stairs, and I guess here we go. We're on floor 3. This is the end of the first round of the Tower of Spirits. It's nice to get out of that clunky outfit and back to my old self. There must be something special about this room. It looks like the light of your sword has disappeared too, Link. Yeah, I agree. Something does feel special, and their sword did go off. I missed the amazing light we got from those previous 2 rooms, but if we make our way up these stairs, will you look at that? I think this is one of the first pieces. Let's go ahead and pick it up. Yeah, we got ourselves a forest rail map. This will restore some of the spirit tracks. So the ones that vanished earlier are basically back, which is really cool, to be honest. So yeah, that does that. So some of the lost spirit tracks are on it are reappearing. Sweet. The tracks are back, my friends! Great job, Link! That must be the rail map Anjean was talking about. A blue portal. What could the blue light be? Anjean here, good work, Princess Zelda and Link. The blue portals will take you back to the lobby. Okay, cool. Thanks, Anjean, for that whole telepathic conversation we just had. But let's go ahead and exit and make our way out of here. And let Anjean know that we got the first rail map. So we're back on the first floor of the Tower of Spirits. Hey Anjean, what is up? Ah, so you managed to obtain the rail map. You two just might be able to restore the spirit tracks in every realm. But Anjean, the rail map only has a part of the spirit tracks on it. Where are the temples you were talking about? In each of the 4 realms is a temple. Look, my dear, the closest one is here. But I don't think you can make it to the temple as things are right now. The rail map has imparted energy of the length of the spirit tracks here. But because of the Demon King's power, much of the energy was lost. So, we can't go to the temples, Anjean? Not yet, but there's a way to restore the energy to the rail maps. You can ask my people to help you. Your people, Anjean? Indeed, we are called Locomos. We are servants of the spirits. They have entrusted us with protecting the temples and the spirit tracks by playing our sacred instruments. We generate energy that powers the spirit tracks. Sacred instruments? Yes, and that spirit flute you hold is one of them. The flute was given a gift by my grandmother. I didn't know it had any powers. I'd only heard that it was something precious handed down from my ancestors. Yes, and I was the one who gave it to your ancestors. But only under the condition that they protect the land for all time. Of course, back then, I didn't think things would take such a perilous turn. I'm glad after all these years, it has found its way into your hands. I had no idea this flute was so important. My grandmother used to play it for me when I was a little girl. If I was sad or upset, the sound of the flute would make me feel better. But even so, I suppose its rightful place is with you, Anjean. No, you two will have need for it. Please take it with you, for now. You must go and find the other Locomos and restore the energy of the rail maps. Once you do, the spirit tracks will reappear. Go to the forest first, where you must talk to the Locomo Gage. South of the forest temple is a sanctuary where you can find Gage. He will be able to tell you where to go next. Got it! Let's go, Link! Oh, but we don't have a train. How are we going to get to the forest? You may take this. This train is a symbol of the spirits. People don't ordinarily ride around in it. But these are no ordinary circumstances. I'm sure the spirits wouldn't mind lending it to you. Thank you, Anjean. Okay, so here we go. All aboard the spirit train. Man, I love the position Link's in when he jumps on it. If someone could draw me doing that, if you're an artist watching this video, I would love you forever if you send me a picture of me on the spirit train, ready to board it. But anyways, that does it for this episode. I've been ZeldaMaster. I'll catch you all in the next one.
You